I showed you a lot of what I like about the Hellcat already. What don't I like about the Hellcat? Oh yeah, I don't like how much gas this thing uses. In eco mode, I supposedly get like 14 miles per gallon. Not bad, but it seems like I'm at the gas station like every other day in this thing. Also, probably depends on how I drive. There's a leaf in there or something. The other thing I don't like is, you know, how expensive tires are, how much I go through them. But when you have a car with 1,000 horsepower to crank, that part's expected. I love the wrap on it, although sometimes I want to take it off to see that beautiful green. I love the sound system, but I hate the hearing damage I'm probably getting from this every day. Other than that, the only thing I can really complain about is all the modifications. You know, they're not cheap. They're tastefully done. So driving a super modified Hellcat, yeah, we got back seats, so you know, at some point we can all hop in and rip around. Practicalities and having back seats. But yeah, driving a highly modified Hellcat comes with its ups and downs. Upside is it's modified, downside is that it's modified. So now we'll talk about the silver RollsStang. Yeah, I mean, I guess another thing I don't love about this car is that a lot of people love it. They like it online, but when it comes to putting cash down for it, they don't want to buy it. So I'm stuck with it for now, which I'm totally okay with because I do love the car. This car, I love and hate as well. Little backstory that people don't know. I started with the black one, found that online. My dad showed it to me. He was doing burnouts, and we laughed at it for 5 minutes straight. I had a number in mind. I bid on it online. I hit that number, and I won the auction. And so I ended up, you know, having that car for a year before this one came up. Guy recognized me from the black ones, saw this one come in, sent it to me, and I worked out a deal with the dealership before it ever came up for sale, before pictures ever hit the internet of it. This is a 2013. That one's a 2011. I like them both for different reasons. I'm going to get into that. What people don't realize about this car is, so when that happened, when I found it, if it was in New York, I bought it online. I bought a plane ticket to go get it. And then right before I left, my grandma actually died. So it was super tough to get myself into the content creator mindset to, you know, fly out there, buy this. Her funeral was like literally the day before I got this. And drive it back, which I don't think people realize how much time, effort, and money a road trip is across the country. My fault. Great for content, but it is a lot of fun. And this is before I hired anyone, so doing everything myself, driving all day, finding a hotel, editing, uploading, and eating is all super hard, especially on the road. But it is also a ton of fun. So I think I spent about $6 grand just trying to get this car back home. So between lodging, gas, all my expenses and whatnot, I did spend a little too many days in Nashville, Tennessee, because it was a lot of fun. But I love the fact that this car is convertible, and the fact that the Mustang interior is still relatively untouched. So I think the interior on this car is super clean. So the steering wheel has been replaced. The dashboard was updated between 2011 and 2013 slightly. Still got that annoying Ford beep, but go ahead and turn it on. It's got a nice rumble to it. But yeah, we still have the custom interior, but everything's relatively Mustang. Again, we talked about this on the way over. The Bluetooth and the sound system on these for the time are super good. The only thing I would maybe change is having built-in navigation so I can keep my eyes on the road. Otherwise, they're the exact same car, besides this one having seat heaters. Being a convertible is super easy to use. It's got the train horn, which is louder than a semi's horn. I've tested it. Yeah. And if you want to go stand over there, I'll just show them the roof coming back. So super easy mechanical operation on these. I think Ford did a great job with these. And I think this is what really completes the look on this, is having this, hold on. Okay, there we go. Having the top down and driving around with this, which if it wasn't 1 degree out today, I think we would bundle up and go down to McDonald's because I know the guy working there, but we'll save that for a different day. But yeah, this car's a lot of fun. My biggest complaint on it, which I also love but hate, are these. So these are the original Zimmer knockoff wheels. So these are the original knockoff wheels by Zimmer. The problem with knockoffs is you have to, every once in a while, get your rubber mallet and then make sure that it's on tight. So this one screws on this way, so you would go and do that. It's a big pain in the ass, especially if you're in somewhere with a warm climate. So, I was on the East Coast, New York. It was like 100 degrees out, and I'm out there dragging all my luggage to the car, getting the hammer, and then whacking it. I actually think the wheels almost fell off at one point. So I took it to a shop. I had them like crank it on as hard as they could, and I've driven another 2,000 miles and haven't had an issue with the wheels. So I love how they look visually. We are getting on an older life cycle of the white walls. White walls right now are pretty expensive. So if I have to deal with the wire wheels plus the white walls, I might just end up putting regular Ford Mustang wheels on them like I did on the black one. It just makes life a lot easier. Otherwise, trunk space is a little smaller, but this car's paint is killer, especially in the lighting or in the sunlight. Room for three girls plus me. What the hell is that? It looks like a bird shit on me while I was driving.
Right on your dome.
Like right on my dome. Well, that's embarrassing. Okay. Okay, well, I'll have to get that later. The other thing I hate about this car is we got hood latch 1, hood latch 2, and I work out 5 days a week. Now I'll show you how heavy this hood is. Okay, and you have to do that every time you want to get to the battery. But there's the Coyote V8 in it. On this one I don't really send it as much as that one. This one I like as a cruiser for going on date night, driving with the top down at sunset, maybe with a cigar, going to dinner. That's what I love about this car, or what I like using this car for. This one I beat the absolute piss out of because I know I'm never going to sell it, and I don't want to. And then this one is the backup for if this one ever gets, thrown off a cliff or something, or given to Whistling Diesel, then I have this one left as a backup. We've talked about the 2 cars so far. I love this car because it's the first one I got. The first one I started my little social media crusade with. Its mileage and years definitely show more than the black one. Interior's a little rough. It's been used. It's been daily driven. It's been driven through the mountains, through the California desert. It's been driven in the winters here in Minnesota. So the paint reflects it, but all around, I love this thing for the reliability. Like we were talking about in the car, I'll throw air suspension on it next. Probably put a supercharger in this one. But you can see interior on this one, it is what it is. Why is this still going? Look at that. Exact same setup, but you can see the dash looks a little different. Wheels been transformed. It just feels a little less clean. Probably not, from me eating McDonald's in it all the time. But still, got the back seats, can put them down, put skis in it. I'll drive this one year round, no problems. Put the assurance winter tires on it. So this thing is actually the best car I've driven in the winter, and I've driven all-wheel drive, SUVs, trucks. I just think with all the extra weight and the displacement of the vehicle that this thing just kills it in the winter. My favorite thing about this is how I talk to people, which you can stay up there, but we got 2 sets of horns on this one, unlike the other one. We have the regular bugles. Sound a little crusty, but it is what it is, crusty and rusty. And then we have the musical Dixie horns. So that's how I like to talk to people like we did on the highway. I'll show that clip. But yeah, that's it for the vehicle tours, the garage tours. There'll be tons of cool content coming out here. Just getting bigger and better every day. So that's about it. Peace.